All right, let's jump right in and talk about one of the most powerful, absolutely essential tools in the world of SEO, the Screaming Frog SEO Spider. Your website might look fantastic on the surface, all polished and professional, but lurking just underneath, there could be all these hidden flaws, these little technical gremlins that are silently tanking its performance. See, here's the thing. Your users, they see the beautiful design, they read the content, but search engines like Google, they see something totally different. They see the architecture, the code, the links, the metadata, all that raw data that actually determines how you're going to rank. So, the big question is, how do you see what the search engines see? How can you possibly diagnose the health of that hidden foundation? Well, you need a special kind of tool, kind of like an X-ray machine for your site. And that's where a website crawler comes into play. Just think of it as your own personal search engine bot. It systematically goes through your website, following every single link, just like Google would, and it creates this complete map of your site's structure and all its data.
Yeah, this slide really nails the difference, doesn't it? On the left, you've got what your users are enjoying, the visual experience. But on the right, that's what a crawler sees, the technical foundation. Both views matter, of course, but only one of them is going to reveal the technical problems that could be holding you back.
And really, ever since it launched way back in 2010, the Screaming Frog SEO Spider has become the go-to X-ray machine for pros. It lets them instantly switch from that user view to the critical crawler view we just saw.
So you run a scan. What does this digital frog actually find? Let's take a look at some of the hidden issues it brings right to the surface.
Well, first off, it plays detective. It hunts down all those broken pathways. We're talking about the common 404 not found errors, for sure, but also more serious server problems and these messy redirect chains that just slow everything down and waste your crawl budget, which is basically the limited amount of attention Google is willing to give your site.
But here's the really cool part. The tool doesn't just flag a problem and walk away. It makes fixing it super straightforward. You can just click on the In Links tab and bam! It shows you every single page on your site that points to that broken page. So you can go right to the source and fix it. No guesswork. Next up, it finds what I like to call digital echoes. In other words, duplicate content that just confuses search engines. It spots exact copies, yeah, but also those near duplicates. And this can lead to something called keyword cannibalization, which is a fancy way of saying your own pages are accidentally fighting each other for the same spot in the search results. And why does this even matter? Well, it all comes back to that crawl budget. When search engines keep bumping into the same content over and over, they waste their limited time and energy. By cleaning up all those duplicates, you're basically telling Google, hey, focus on this important, unique stuff over here.
Okay, finding these issues is one thing, but understanding the real-world impact, how these little flaws affect your SEO and, your actual business goals, that's what really matters.
This table right here, it connects the dots perfectly for us. A broken link isn't just a technical error, it's a dead end for your customers and for Google. Duplicate content isn't just messy, it's actively watering down your rankings. Every single one of these technical flaws has a direct business consequence.
And that's exactly why industry experts love this tool so much. As SEO pro Glenn Gabe says, it's the Swiss Army knife of SEO tools. It's not just for one thing, it's a whole toolkit for a huge range of technical challenges.
So we've covered the basics, which are essential, but the advanced features, well, that's where this tool really becomes a professional's best friend, especially when you're dealing with big, complex websites.
So, how do you get it? Well, it's a freemium tool. The free version is incredibly generous. You can crawl up to 500 URLs, which is honestly perfect for smaller sites or just a quick health check. But that paid license, that unlocks its full enterprise-grade power, with unlimited crawling and a ton of advanced features. And trust me, these advanced features are total game changers. JavaScript rendering lets you see a modern website exactly the way Google does. The API integrations mean you can pull in data from Google Analytics and see which broken pages are actually losing you money. And with custom extraction, you can scrape pretty much any piece of data you want from your site's code. It's incredibly powerful.
A paid license gets you access to this entire Pro Toolkit for a yearly fee. It removes all the limits and unlocks all those powerful features we just talked about.
At the end of the day, using a tool like this is about more than just finding and fixing errors. It's about taking proactive control of your website's health from the inside out.
It's what moves you from guessing to knowing. It gives you the cold, hard data you need to build a website that's technically flawless, one that gives users a great experience and, just as importantly, earns the trust of search engines.
Which really leaves us with one final crucial question. A healthy website is so much more than just a pretty design. It's about having a strong, clean foundation that you can actually see, that you can measure, and that you can improve. Because if you can't see that hidden structure, how can you ever be sure it's truly healthy?
Don't forget to like and subscribe to Digital Magnate for more WordPress tips and tutorials. See you next time.